We bring you the latest updates from the Pna Newsroom. Onion farmers can buy their own facilities, machinery, and other farm-related equipment through the Agri-Negosyo Loan Program for onion farmers of the Department of Agriculture. The department has introduced the Agri-Negosyo Loan Program for onion producers or ANYO as part of the formal launch of the Halina't Magtanim ng Prutas at Gulay sa Barangay Project. The special loan program offers up to 300,000 pesos loans for individual onion farmers tilling at most 2 hectares of land and up to 15 million pesos loans for registered farmers cooperatives. The annual loan program is payable for up to 5 years at a 0% interest rate. The Quezon City government is implementing a number of measures to help commuters and students who might be affected by the scheduled transportation strike starting Monday. Mayor Joy Belmonte said the city's bus service units will be on standby in areas where a large number of commuters might get stranded. These are in Cubao, Commonwealth Avenue, Welcome Rotonda, Novaliches Bayan, Land Transportation Franchising and Regulatory Board East Avenue, Quezon Memorial Circle, and Fairview area. She also ordered all villages to use their barangay vehicles to provide free transportation in their respective areas when necessary. Meanwhile, the QC government has announced that classes in public, elementary, and high schools will have asynchronous for 1 week, while private schools may decide on their own. The Federation of Cebu Transport Cooperatives and its allied groups stated that they will not participate in the week-long strike. FCTC Chair Novi Medelio said the strike initiated by militant transport groups based in Manila will not solve the issue. He also appeals to his colleagues in the transport sector, especially the traditional jeepneys, not to put the riding public, particularly the employees and the students, at risk. Various transportation organizations are scheduled to protest from March 6 to March 12 in an effort to convince the LTFRB to postpone the implementation of the Public Utility Vehicle Modernization Program. To protest the PUV Modernization Program, transport groups said that they will continue holding the week-long transport strike. However, some jeepney drivers expressed their hope that the government would hear their side and address the reasons why they are against modernization. Wilnard Basilonia has a story.
Drivers expressed their sentiments against the government's PUV modernization program, which would replace their traditional jeepneys with environment-friendly electric vehicles. Jervin Arma said he would not want to part with a jeepney which took him 5 years to finally own.
Itong unit na to, talagang ito yung sinasabi na naipundar ko sa pamamasada. Dugo at pawis nga. Tapos bigla nilang babawiin ng ganyan na parang bawiin nila na parang sinabi, huwag ka nang kumain bukas, parang yun ang gusto nilang gawin eh. Dahil babawian ka ng pahanap buhay mo eh.
Marval Buena, leader of Transport Group Manibela, said they will call off the strike if the Land Transportation Franchising and Regulatory Board scraps its order for jeepney drivers and operators to join transport cooperatives. Eddie Blanca, another Tandangsora jeepney driver, worries that they would have to relinquish ownership of their franchises once they opt for e-vehicles, which they see as more expensive.
Sa akin sir, kung magkano ang presyo nung ibinibigay nila sa sasakyan, kung magiging sa amin, halimbawa, umabot ng 3 milyon, ang tanong ko lang kung magkano babayaran namin do sa jeep na yun, magiging sa amin yung sinasabi nila sa sasakyan.
Meanwhile, the LTFRB has already extended the deadline for the consolidation of traditional jeepney franchises to December 31, 2023. LTFRB Chairperson Chofilo Guadis III remains optimistic of the implementation of PUV modernization, saying more than 90% of the transport groups have signified their support to the program. Meanwhile, some commuters share that traditional jeepneys are important to them, especially because fares are cheaper. Amid their apprehension toward PUV modernization, they hope those in the government would hear their pleas and consider what those on the ground think of the program and its effect on their livelihood.
Ako po ay nananawagan na sana ang gawin na lang ho nila. Kung ganyan gusto nyo talaga ng magandang unit na mga jeep makikita sa kalsada, pahiramin nyo kami ng pera. Tapos linisin nila yung hanay ng public transport.
President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. supports PUV modernization, but he admits that the program needs to be implemented in a different way. He noted the need to look at the timetable for introducing electric vehicles as well as the lack of infrastructure for it, such as renewable energy. Nevertheless, Marcos assured that PUV modernization would not become an additional burden to PUV drivers and operators.
Kailangan safe yung mga jeepney, yung mga tricycle, yung mga bus, kailangan safe yan. Pero iba-iba yung naging standards na ginawa. At tignan natin, kung siguro kaya natin kausapin ang mga transport groups at sabihin natin, hindi, babaguhin talaga namin para hindi masyadong mabigat sa bulsa ng bawat isa.
For the Pna Newsroom, I'm Wilnard Bacelonia.
In sports, Carlos Yulo displayed world-class performances at the FIG Artistic Gymnastics World Cup Series as he advanced to the vault and the parallel bars finals at the Aspire Dome in Doha, Qatar on Thursday, March 2. Yulo drew out his old form from the Tokyo Olympics as he scored 14.800 in vault to beat first leg winner Artur Davtyan of Israel. He then posted 14.933 in parallel bars, outperforming first leg winner Ilya Kovtun of Ukraine. The Filipino champion hopes to win in the medal rounds slated this weekend. He also hopes to recover from his first leg performance in Cottbus, Germany last week, where he bagged bronze in parallel bars but failed to advance in vault, rings, and floor exercises. And that's the latest and the biggest stories from the Pna Newsroom. For more news content, visit our webpage or head on to the Philippine News Agency's Facebook and Twitter accounts. We are also shown on the social media pages of the Presidential Communications Office, or PCO. Stay tuned for more news updates. I'm Marita Muaje. We tell stories that inspire change.